Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Mr. Amit Jaiswal, CFO at Royal Orchid Hotels, joining in. Welcome to the show, Amit, and always a pleasure to speak to you and get insights from you. Amit, we've just been discussing right now, COVID is way behind us, and we are seeing a flurry in terms of the way people have come out as well, and which is good for the industry, specifically from a hospitality perspective as well. What's your read?
See, COVID had really killed the industry in last 2 years, but the moment COVID went off, the industry has bounced back as if there is no tomorrow. That is how we can see the surge in the business as well as the travelers, the way they behave, as if there is no tomorrow. And first quarter went off very well, and we thought it is just a pent-up demand. But fortunately, or rather I would say that good for the industry also, that the same demand continues. And even the third and fourth quarter looks very promising as far as the business is concerned. Everybody wants to travel. The business traveler wants to travel. They want to go. The air prices, the air tariff also has gone up very heavily. And the things are looking very bright, which may continue for few years, at least 3 to 4 years, till some new supply comes in.
Right. So overall, with the current way the prices are moving up, firstly, how is the occupancy overall looking like?
See, occupancies are at an all-time high. If you see, Hiral, we are doing an occupancy of around 78 to 80%. In some of the hotels, even 90% occupancies are there. So these are all-time high. I don't think so that occupancy can go anything further beyond this. Maybe a couple of percentage it may go up, but not beyond that. So occupancies have reached the all-time high, and which is good, very good. And it's not only us; it's most of the hotel are sitting at that kind of occupancy.
And overall, with regards to tariffs as well, are they normal, or do you think they've gone much higher now and this is going to be the new normal?
No, I will not say that this is going to be a new normal. Let me tell you, the tariff still has got opportunity to go up. How it works is that tariff goes up only when the entire industry does that. So that is the call of the day, that now since all the hotels are doing well, so tariff will go up further also. And if you really look at it, still we are behind what we used to be in 2007-8. Of course, a lot of people say that kind of tariff will never come. But I personally feel that there is a scope of another 15-20% tariff going up in most of the hotels.
Right. And as you mentioned, that majority of the hotels are running at absolute optimum capacity right now. Do you think this is the time for the industry to look at expansion in terms of capacity?
See, as far as capacity is concerned, hotel business is such that even if you start planning today to make one hotel, a greenfield project, it will take at least 4 years for the hotel to get operational. It's a long drawn. It's not that short kind of thing that which you can plug and play or start it immediately and all. But of course, there are a lot of hotels which are standalone hotel owned by a particular owner. So all those standalone will get into some or the other chain. And that is the call of the day, because everybody who pays a price looks for a certain basic standards of the hotel. That can be guaranteed only when you get yourself tied up with some chain, because there the bandwidth will come and better operational capabilities will always be there when you are with change. So that change you will find in next 3-4 years, you will find that all the chains will grow. They will get newer hotels into their bandwidth. But these hotels may be a already running hotel. It may not be necessary that it will be a newer hotel. Newer hotel, it will take some time to come. But of course, there is a lot of possibility, lot of scope of increasing the inventory. If you really look at the travel trade, journals and all, which all the government also has come out with, that India is still way behind its, required capacity.
Right. So right now, when you're seeing a jump in terms of occupancies, etc., is it more from a leisure perspective or is it more from a business perspective?
Yeah, that's a nice question. See, but if you really look at the leisure perspective, so all the leisure hotels started doing well after the second wave immediately.
Hmm.
That is right from last year, October onwards. Leisure hotels were as well doing very well. Okay, from then only. But now we are seeing that surge in the business hotels also. Even all the business hotels also have started doing very well, which means that business has come back to a near normal. Okay, still further scope is there. But let me tell you one new thing what we have seen in last 5-6 months. All the leisure destinations has become very costly. Be it Mysore, Masuri, Goa, every hotel is very costly. Today, you try to go to Goa, you may not get a good hotel, and
Hmm.
even if you are getting a good hotel, it's a very high price. So there is one behavioral change which we have seen into this I'm telling in last 5-6 months, that even the city people nowadays they are going on the weekends to a hotel to just spend some quality time with their family.
Hmm.
Earlier business hotel on Saturday, Sunday used to be, comparatively with a very low occupancy. But that has changed in last 5-6 months. The city people are taking a hotel, going to the hotel, couple of days they are staying, enjoying, and coming back because the leisure destination has become very costly. So this is
Correct.
one behavioral change we can see now.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. So overall, currently, if you see in terms of expansion, what's the plan for expansion for a Royal Orchid?
See, as far as expansion is concerned, we are very clear-cut thought roadmap we have made for ourselves. Number one, we are taking more and more hotel under management scheme. But at the same time, we are now getting into the leased state also. I'll not call it a leased, I'll call it a rev share, revenue share, wherein there is, variable lease rent we pay as per the revenue of the particular hotel. So these
Hmm.
two are the models which we are following, and we are quite there. We have almost 19-20 hotels already signed, which we have to open in next 7-8 months or 9 months.
Wow.
So we are there and we should be touching 100 hotel by next year.
Wow. So that's a good expansion plan. And in terms of these kind of projects as well, would we say that these are asset light models?
Absolutely asset light. We are not investing heavily. Only the rev share, revenue share hotel, the portfolio what we said, we invest little bit. That also not in the capital asset, but like refundable deposit and some working capital we invest. With a very bare minimal investment, we run the hotel, and that's how we are going to grow.
Mm, mm. Right. So overall, if you have to look at FY23 as a year,
Yeah.
how do you expect it to pan out?
See, if the way it is going, if this run rate is there, then definitely it will be one of the best year in the history of Roller.
Wow.
The highest revenue, the highest EBITDA will be there in this financial year, FY23, which will grow a little further in FY24.
Mm.
So we have at least last 10 years, all records has been broken as far as last two quarters are concerned, and we are very hopeful that this trend will continue for next 3-4 years, and definitely this company will be in different league of hotels in next couple of years.
Right. So Amit, what is the next milestone that the company wants to really look at?
See, our right now first milestone is 100 hotel, then 150 hotel in next couple of years. That is what we have set ourselves. 3 years plan is like that, and like room sizes. Right now we have around 4,700 rooms. We by next year will be 6,000 rooms. Then we want to touch maybe 8,000 rooms in next couple of years.
Right. And any newer geographies that we're looking to enter?
Yeah, there are a lot of geographies which we are still not there. If you really look at the map of India, we are still not there in Northeast. We are still not there in, Odisha. We are still not there in Andhra. We are still not there in much in Bihar. We are still not there in Kerala. So there are a lot of geographies which are open to us for getting into. That is why I'm telling that reaching 150 hotel will not be a big challenge the way we are going ahead.
Right. So newer geographies is also going to be
Yes.
like a key target area for us.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Right. And overall, in terms of competition as well, where would we stand with competition in terms of growth currently?
See, as far as competition is concerned, Hiral, let me tell you, we are one of the pioneer company who have taken this asset light model. We
Hmm.
took this model in 2011 when we realized that growing hotel business with owned hotel is a very difficult proposition. You need a lot of capex, you need a lot of loan, debt, and the return on the investment is almost 10 years you have to wait. So we took this route way back in 2011, which others are now following. So as far as competition is concerned, see, all are doing well. I will not demean
Correct.
anybody.
Yeah,
You
no.
know, Lemon Tree also is doing well. They have a lot of capital. We don't have that much capital, but we are there with all others. And definitely the industry is going to grow. And we are no less apart from any of the chain if it is concerned.
Hmm. Right. And Amit, any policy support that you think the industry needs from the government?
See, if you really look at it, in last 2, 3 years, when the industry was so badly hit, the support which the government gave was only the who all were having the loan. They were given additional loan to repay their installment by a scheme called ELGCS scheme. Other than this, I don't think so. Government has been able to do. Of course, government has got a lot of other their challenges also. But the only my appeal to all my discussion with the government, whenever it happens, whenever I get an opportunity, I tell them that please look at the industry not as a luxury. See, hotel industry is no more a luxury business. Barring few of the hotels which are in luxury segment, most of the hotel which are in mid market are no more a luxury. They have become a necessity. So
Necessity.
yes, they have become a necessity. Or it, 15 years back when we used to travel, we used to stay in our relatives' house. Now we all stay in a hotel. Okay, people who are working hard now, 5 day a week, both the husband and wife working, they look at some break. So they go to all these leisure destinations. So this is become a part of our life. It is no more a luxury, which used to be 15 years back. So the government also has to view the industry as a necessity and not as a luxury. Once they start viewing this as a necessity, definitely the kind of tax structures which we face we should mellow down. Like
Hmm.
today, even 7,500 and plus tariff attracts 28% tax, which is, I think, it's unheard of. You look at all our neighboring countries, this kind of tax structure is nowhere there. Either you go to Europe, you go to South Asian companies, Maldives, you go to Sri Lanka, anywhere you go, this kind of tax structure is not there.
Hmm.
So if we need to compete with all these countries, and we are telling our honorable Prime Minister always telling that India is there in the global map. So if we have to compete with these people, how will we compete with such kind of tax structure? So this is one thing I would say that the government has to look into it. Really, instead of taxing heavily, they should try to increase the base of the whole tax system.
Right. And my last question, Amit, coming to you is in terms of the growth that we are planning to achieve, or in terms of the milestone we are planning to achieve, basis the revenue model that we currently have, majority is in terms of 4-star for us,
Yeah.
which is then followed by rooms in resort heritage,
Yes.
5 stars, and then budget hotels, etc. So which category is there where we are going to actually put all our energies?
See, all our energies are focused at mid market, which is 4-star, 4-star. So that is the most we feel is that cost effective, as well as the margins also are there with a very lesser investment. So I think we are focusing heavily on that. And our brand also, we are not there in luxury segment, so we don't look towards that. We are there. We are good at what we are doing, and we continue to do that.
Absolutely. And I think that's the way, I mean, there needs to be a hotel for everyone. So it's a good focus area
Yes.
that we're looking at. So thank you, Amit, so much for
Thank you.
joining us on the show. Thank you. Stay safe. Speak to you soon again, and happy Diwali in advance.
Happy Diwali to you also. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.